Hello, my name is Trent. Now today I'm here to review the Auray RF-5P-B reflection filter. It's quite a mouthful, and so I purchased this filter as a package deal with a Rode NT1A condenser microphone, and it came to about $349 plus tax. And this filter, I noticed that it was actually packaged with quite a few other microphones, and I couldn't find too much information about it, so this is why I wanted to do this review. Now, when I opened up the package, the Auray filter, it felt very solid, very sturdy, mainly made out of metal, a few plastic pieces like some of the screws that hold the flaps in place, things like that. It does have a desktop mode where you can set it on your desk, and those screws were actually very sturdy. They have soft padding on the bottom, which allows you to set it on the desk without worrying about getting scratches. And it also came with a little extension that hooks onto the middle bottom screw. This extension allows you to connect your condenser mic to it, and so it's actually pretty handy. Now, there is a piece that grips onto the back, like onto the stands, and those were very sturdy, and they actually came on separate, and you had to screw them on to the filter. And one thing I really liked actually about those is that you could put the filter at any height so that you could record at any height depending on what you're recording. Another thing I really liked was actually the build quality. Besides the very few pieces that were plastic, it's a pretty solid piece of equipment. Now, one thing to note is that whenever you're playing with this filter, the environment is going to vary, and so you must keep that in mind because, nothing beats, acoustic treatment of a room. So let's dive into Logic Pro and see what we find. Okay, so here we are in Logic Pro 10. And I've got some tracks here. The first one is of me recording myself on the acoustic and singing the Trampled by Turtle song, Wait So Long. And I apologize for any errors in the song. What I like to do is just take a listen, just so you have an idea of what it sounds like with the direct recording. The other tracks are of me playing that same recorded track through a speaker and into a condenser mic, and those are actually going from the front of the speaker, the side of the speaker, and the back of the speaker, and this is both with and without the filter on. So let's take a listen to this, just the direct recording here.
It's a cough-stained earth every time it happens. Laugh it up, honey, it ain't that bad. And the afterthought grows to recognition, like every other coffin that I've had. And you view it broke down in Winnemucca. Fall to your knees and you pray to the Lord, and you take a poke at the politician. Nothing happens burnt downtown anymore. You wait so long, you wait so long, you wait so long, you wait so long.
Okay, so that was just part of the second verse and chorus. And so now these tracks that I have here, this is the one without the filter, and this is in the, I've got three sections here from the front, the side, and the back of the microphone. Now let's go ahead and take a listen to this front one. And I've gone ahead and actually we're taking a listen to with and without the filter. Now the audio regions are alternating. So this is without, this is with, this is without, this is with. Just to show you, or to see if you can hear the difference anyway. So let's have a listen to that. And here we go.
I can never pretend that I don't love you. You can never pretend that I'm your man. That's exactly the way that I want. That's exactly the way that I am. And call me in the morning with your troubles, taking it downtown every night. I can never put stars at night above. My hands on the ground and you know I'm right. You wait so long. You wait so long. You wait so long. You wait so long.
Okay, so you could definitely hear a little bit of change between the two. And I've actually gone ahead and checked out the frequency ranges from these bottom two tracks, just so you get the whole of all the sections together, because without that you wouldn't have an accurate reading. And this is just showing the frequency range of the EQ analyzer, and as well as decibel level. And I've gone ahead and actually overlaid the frequency charts so that you can definitely see the difference. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Alright, so here we go, and this is from the front mic here. As you can see, there's very little change in decibel level. Maybe one, maybe not even. Some of these do vary, but as you can see, there's not much change. Alright, so let's take a listen to the side section. Here we go. And of course, this is a different part of the song, so you'll get to hear that too, but let's take a listen.
It's a cough stain earth every time it happens. Laugh it up, honey, it ain't that bad. And the afterthought grows to recognition, like every other coffin that I've had. And you Buick broke down in Winnemucca. Fall to your knees and you pray to the Lord, and you take a poke at the politician. Nothing happened, it's burnt downtown anymore. You wait so long. You wait so long. You wait so long. You wait so long.
Okay, so now you're kind of seeing the impact of the filter. So let's take a look at those frequencies and see if we can see any changes. I definitely heard the changes, so. Okay, and this is from the side, and yeah, as you can see here, there's quite a bit of decibel decrease. And just to let you know, this light line on all of these charts is from without the filter. So that's gauging from without, and the dark line is with the filter. As you can see, yeah, it's probably about 2 to 3 decibels. So gives you an idea of what kind of sound or how much sound really is being blocked from the side. Now let's listen to the back part here. Here we go. And just so you know, I had to boost the level here to roughly match what's going on. So here we go.
And I'm just a raindrop in a river, just a little itty bitty grain of sand. And you know that I'm doomed to repeat this. All bad habits that I've learned. It's better than your fine-born fornication. It's all dirty money that you've earned. You wait so long. 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 Wait so long.
Okay, so that was, let's go ahead and just take a look at the frequencies and see what's going on. Alright, so as you can tell, that is the boost, 10 decibels. Just to be able to see what's going on in the analyzer here. And yeah, the light, again, the light line is the one without the filter and the dark one is with. And that's probably about 3 to 4 decibels in change, roughly all across the board here, maybe a little bit more in some areas, as you can see here. So, you know, please take this with a grain of salt and take it as you will. You know, I've tried to do these tests with what I have to work with, and you know, as far as the filter goes, you can see the changes, yes, and you can hear them as well, so take that for what it is. Okay, so now we've gone through the tests, and what did we find out? Well, from the side, with and without the filter, there was roughly about 2 to 3 decibel change. The higher being the one without the filter and the lower being with. Now, from the back, there was probably about 3 to 4 decibels, roughly. And again, the higher being the one without the filter and lower being the one with the filter. Now, from the front, I did notice that on the lower end, it had a better sound, if you can quantify that. It's almost as if it retained the lower end better, which, I could see that. And so, with that said, this filter, I think, has its uses out in the field, maybe even in a more extreme environment. But one thing to note is you will never beat an acoustically treated environment. So, please, that is vital to sound. So I thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to bring more in the future. And please like and subscribe if you'd like to, and thank you.